Hey guys, it's Straight Talk Wrestling here with another unboxing video of two TNA Brown Bag specials. Not Don West anymore, but I guess it would be more Double J since he's still there in the merchandising department. Here I suggested for right here. So I would like to have a Jeff Hardy t-shirt and a Kurt Angle t-shirt, because I'm a big fan of those guys from the WWE days up until TNA. Here's my receipt. And I got a Jeff Hardy Enigma t-shirt right there. Enigma. Pretty much just let's try this. Jeff Hardy Enigma t-shirt. Right there. My second t-shirt is a Kurt Angle Warrior t-shirt with the usual flag on it, because that's what he does. That's what they do with this t-shirt thing. Always put some kind of American flag or design like that, and you see the Warrior, kind of like after his movie that he was just recently in. I think it was earlier this year. This is an MMA style movie that he was co-starring in, more of a supporting character, and that's his Warrior t-shirt. And let's go to the banner, since I'm pretty sure this could be a Velvet Sky because it's pink, and if I remember right, it's what it usually could be. Could be a Velvet Sky banner. Oh, okay, no. My bad. It's a Jeff Hardy banner. Okay. So, yeah, it's Jeff Hardy banner. A little overboard with that, but this next one, if I'm not mistaken, is it's a Brock Tessmacher, which is one I already have, so I'll be able to be up for trading that if anybody wanted one. I got one signed already by Brock Tessmacher at the last wrestling event I was at the Hare Arena in Dayton, Ohio. And it cost me $10 to be able to take a picture with her too. Right there. There's my first one, and it has a sign near the, I think it's sign near the ass or something on the banner. So on to the DVDs. Best of oh, let me get this shot. On the other hand, best of tag teams. There's the original LAX. There's Hernandez, Homicide, and Conan. Back when he was in the thing, and it has LAX, Team 3D, AMW, Budokan Mafia, which is the, New Age Outlaws, and TNA, The Naturals, I haven't heard of, AJ and Christopher Daniels, and more. And there's the match list. Tag team rivals can collide the AMW versus the Naturals. 6 sides of steel cage match. Team 3D versus Team Canada. Team 3D versus AMW. Team 3D versus James Gang. The Naturals versus James Gang. America's Most Wanted, many more. Tag Team Battle Royal. Border Brawl for the World Tag Team title. LAX versus AJ and Daniels. LAX versus AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. The 6 sides of steel. For the World Tag Team title. The Budokan Mafia declare war on Dom to the extreme. Not like a TNA follower since the beginning for a few years though. The second edition or the second volume of Jeff Hardy Enigma 2-disc. It looks like it's has some one of those kind of barcode things. I guess and this goes through his return to TNA. And that's pretty much it. His return. Jeff Jarrett, King of the Mountain, goes over 12 hours of action. I remember some of the stuff from the last Jeff Hardy DVD. It's weird. Pretty much goes through some of his better matches, but not the biggest Jeff Jarrett fan either. And so isn't Slag Daddy from Off the Rope Show. Now subscribe to him, and he's pretty arrogant. He's pretty over the top with his hate for Jarrett and his wife, former Mrs. Angle. Destination X 2008. Already got that out of the last one I got not too long ago. I'll have to train that or get that out of the way. Let's see. No Surrender 2009. Remember this because this is when AJ Styles won the world title, the TNA under the TNA banner for the first time. And he's in a fatal 4-way with Kurt Angle, Matt Morgan, Sting and himself. Bobby Lashley versus Rhino, because they had a big rivalry. That was probably the biggest one they had there. Samoa Joe versus Daniels for the X Division title. The Legends Championship, now the TV title. It's versus $50,000 bounty. Big Sexy Kevin Nash versus the Monster Abyss, which I think was pretty good. Lethal Lockdown, the British Invasion versus Booker T and Scott Steiner, and Team 3D and Beer Money. Don't look at that. Cody Deaner versus ODB. God, that dude was lame when he was in TNA. He was the worst guys to come through there. Doesn't even seem like he really fit to be a wrestler. Or maybe just a big time indie guy, or not. I don't know. Hernandez versus Eric Young, which would lead to him later in the night cashing in his Feast or Fire case, which I remember that. The Pope versus Suicide, they had some kind of feud back in 2009 too. I guess because most feuds with people with masks on usually lead to them wanting to demask the certain wrestler with the mask and embarrassing him in front of live TV and etc. That's what it always seems like when certain people get in feuds with masked wrestlers. That kind of type of face. See him with the world title after the... Yeah, you see that and some of the highlight pictures. Okay, so next one, Final Resolution 2008. So that, oh yeah, okay. So that's before they had in December. See all that matches. Angle versus Cage for the TNA World Heavyweight Title. AJ and Tomko versus Samoa Joe and Kevin Nash. Yoken versus Awesome Kong for the Knockouts Championship. Ortiz and Sharmell versus Rude and Mrs. Brooks for in like a mixed tag. That seems like a better Ultimate X. Motor City Machine Guns versus Black Machismo. Jay Lethal versus Team 3D and Johnny Devine, which is, I guess, they had a feud because Team 3D didn't think they belonged to TNA, even though TNA was pretty much built on the X division, if I'm not mistaken, and that's what they're really different for, because WWE was trying to phase out they did phase out the Cruiserweight division mostly by that time, and mostly what the little guys are now, try to job them out since they're so talented and they deserve a lot more, and they deserve to be the future United States champion and Intercontinental champion, which I think, but they need to bring the Cruiserweight title back to WWE, among other things, and to make it a little more interesting instead of seeing all the same old crap that we see from John Cena and the Breakfast Club and whatnot. I think this must be Hardcore Justice 2009. Kurt Angle versus Sting versus Blueprint for the world title. Booker T and Scott Steiner versus Team 3D. TV Championship, Mick Foley versus Kevin Nash. Knockouts Championship match, the Beautiful People's Angelina Love with Velvet Sky for Mastering versus ODB with Cody Deaner. Yeah, that's not. Homicide versus Samoa Joe for the X Division title. $50,000 bounty. The Monster Abyss versus Jeff Throw Holiday. I think that was Trevor Murdoch and WWE. Used to be a great tag team there. Then he left and joined there because they weren't really doing anything with him and Lance Cade at that time. Still silent for the #1 contendership to the X Division Championship, I think. The Pub versus Suicide versus Alex Shelley versus Sabin versus Jay Lethal versus Consequences Creed versus Daniels versus Amazing Red. The Feast or Fire match. Big Raw versus Hernandez. I guess he was trying to win his briefcase from. So here's the figure pack from Series 1. It's Samoa Joe and his heel Nation of Domination look, and Mick Foley. The other from Series 1, Double Pack, Beer Money, Ashes Star, the Main Event Mafia, and all that jazz. And don't forget the 2 brown bags.